If they came out with the the COVID-19 version, it'll have half the roster.
Yeah, with no audience.
Well, yeah, that's easy to make the game because you don't have to make a crowd.
And no crowd.
And half the roster.
Yeah.
We don't want this year's version.
COVID season pass COVID edition.
Level 857 Video Game Podcast.
WWE 2K21 could be the latest victim of the coronavirus, or maybe 2K decided to give the series a fresh start.
Good. This is a good thing. This is good news.
Oh, it's bad news.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Great
People
news.
are losing their jobs or anything like that. But like, if this series needs to like a reboot, big time.
It's been rebooted.
A reboot or just hire Ukes?
Nah, I need to get rid of all of that.
Nah.
Get rid of all that.
Just
Start from
start fresh. Take all the best parts of the game, keep them, and then add some new shit like the No Mercy engine.
Well, if you didn't know, that when they came out this year, 2K20 was horrendous and filled with bugs because they lost Ukes, the company that was helping them make it. So 2K was left alone to do it, and they didn't finish the game, basically. Not the way they wanted to.
Yeah.
It did not have a final coat of polish.
Because they have to appease the shareholders. And
They had to bring it
the
out
game.
as a yearly release.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't have done it, especially with something as catastrophic as losing half your development team.
Like 2K18 with the Switch
Well,
version.
it's better than getting sued.
You skip it. Just skip it. Well, I mean, they probably made a couple of sales. I mean, it's still sold.
People still got it. Yeah, people still will buy it.
The people that pre-ordered.
I learned my lesson.
Don't
a
ever
while ago.
pre-order a wrestling game.
No.
Sorry.
Man.
I'm sure
No,
we
never,
spoke about this
never.
before, but how about they just release another wrestling game, 2K21, and just do yearly updates instead of really releasing a $60 game every year when it's the same damn thing you keep
Because
doing.
then they'll lose like 80% of the money they're gonna make.
They're too money hungry. They don't care about the quality. They don't
No.
care about the quality of the game.
Listen, this has
like
been said about.
But they would still. I think they would still make money off a season pass.
This has been said about sports games.
Yeah.
Sports
I
games,
think so,
sports
too.
games in general. Yeah, it's always the case, man.
They should have an update, but no, not when they not when they redo the whole game every year, right? They can't. They can't just do an
It's
update.
not redone the whole.
It's a little tough because like if you had the perfect engine that everyone loves, which is impossible to do, I would understand with coming out with the game and then like releasing the pass every year that people will have to pay for to update the roster and the the pay-per-views and all that stuff, which would and attires, which would make
would
sense.
make sense.
But everyone has their different preference of how they want to play the game.
Well,
like
listen,
the
this-
mechanics and stuff like that. I mean, if they updated that
What
as
about
well,
the
Yeah, what if they had
roster? Like,
that update?
yeah, if they had an update that kind of changed some of the mechanics and stuff.
If they came out with the the COVID-19 version, it'll have half the roster
Yeah, with no audience.
Well, yeah, that's easy to make the game because you don't have to make a crowd.
and no crowd.
and half the roster.
Yeah.
We don't want this year's version.
COVID season pass COVID edition.
Damn.
Damn.
No crowd.
And
No
no
crowd.
match.
They suck at making the crowd anyway.
This will probably be the best one.
Wow.
You can fight in a crowd now
Update
without dealing with the crowd.
True to life.
Jeez.
Updating the roster wouldn't work because it's if you had one game and then you'd had like yearly updates, with the season pass and stuff, they would have to take wrestlers.
That's the thing.
out
Yep.
of
That's
their
the thing. Yeah.
contracts.
Yep.
How would that work? It's just like, I'm a Demon Ambrose fan. He's not even wrestling. He's not even in
He's
WWE
out of there.
right
He's
now
out of
anyway.
there.
So it's
Nah,
like,
man, do it like
I
Smash
take-
Brothers, man. Have like 80 fucking characters and
Yeah,
just
but
keep
they can't
adding.
have
Let me stop. Even if it makes no sense.
They
And then
bank
you make
so
your
much.
own season and shit, man.
Maybe AEW will have one this year.
Yeah, I keep hearing rumors about it.
Oh well, there's rumors about WWE having another one also.
A different one, yeah.
But I
Okay.
can't imagine them having something as in depth as their 2K series. So if they're gonna have another one, it's
seriously.
probably gonna be very arcade like.
Well, the 2K series is very simulator.
It's gonna be the one off the phones.
Yeah.
They're just gonna add controller output.
The only time I would be remotely excited if they're like, "Hey, we got some of the people from the Acct team," I'd be like, "Wait, what's going on?"
those guys are old as hell.
No, they're actually trying to work with AEW.
I know.
Yeah,
that's what they
so-
say. But where do they act? Where are they? I don't know if they're actually still even.
Well,
making
you're not
anything.
gonna show anything yet because
No, I'm talking about the. actual
If the people
development.
who make No Mercy make an AEW game, I'm buying.
Yeah,
Well, that's the rumor.
Yeah, I'll probably get it anyway.
That's the rumor.
Yeah.
So
Period.
Well, like I said, if
2K19 had a good engine.
No, it was a good engine.
I
They just
like
had
that
some
engine.
things that they had like little things that they had to get rid of that made it like.
Wasn't 2K18 the best version?
Which
though?
one was?
not a long time ago was the best version.
Well, 2K14 was, but then you figured out how to counter, and
14.
then it ruined the entire game for everybody
Yeah.
because it was cheap. So it was the best, and then it wasn't the best, you know. So then they added the gauge for counters, which kind of helped. But then they added some other stuff like the stamina and shit like that.
They broke the game for Turbo. It's like, oh, I can't reverse anymore. Oh yeah, because you just used them all.
Yeah. I don't like this game. I can't do that. And then when he wins, yeah, that's the shit. I won.
And I'm trying to do like a super, and I can't do it because my stamina is too low, and I'm like, this is garbage.
You could actually turn that
What
off.
the
You can
hell?
turn it off.
Oh, you can turn it
Yeah, you
off.
can turn
That's
off
crazy.
stamina.
But too bad they turned the whole game off.
Yeah. They turned,
They turned the whole.
they turned the whole game into crap.
Damn.
So we'll see if they come back with something crazy. Maybe they should just stop until the new system.
Refresh. Just refresh.
Don't even make nothing for
You
PS4 no more.
probably stop.
Don't make it for PS4 no more. Take another year even and make an awesome one for
Take
the PS5.
2 years to
I
bring
will
it
say
back.
this, though. I will say this. It is funny to watch all the glitches.
Oh,
No,
geez.
glitches are dope. The
It
glitches
is-
are dope.
It is pretty hilarious.
Those glitches are awesome.
I'm so entertained by that stuff.
But you don't want to pay for them.
If there's slight,
I'll watch
slight
it.
glitches,
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. But if it's like the way the new one came out with, I can't play that. I can't play that.
Oh, not play. I'm not talking
you
about
do a
playing. I'm
body
talking
slam
about
and then you
watching
end
it.
up
Yeah.
outside the ring
It's
in the air.
entertaining.
Like, what?
It's entertaining as hell to watch.
No, we had some epic matches with some awesome glitches. Remember, Jay had a pin going on at the same time I did this shit. Said 1, 2, 1, 2. And then I pinned someone 3. I was like, yes, yes.
No, it actually said 1, 1,
Ew.
3. And I was like, what the hell? How am I out? Awful. But that's like a stupid
man,
glitch. It's
that's
not
funny.
like I fell through the floor and I'm halfway
Yeah.
through and
Yeah.
my arm is in my head.
Or you're floating or some shit.
yeah.
I'm all for starting from scratch, man.
Yeah, they need to.